local level, I understand. Like, well, we do need to sort of tidy it down.
I'm not the one they should be targeting here.
Well, I am with a very beautiful Fran. You were here only yesterday evening in the great beach house. Got to say, they've got great food. Look at that young man in there. He's a top employee of La Crêperie Pierre Greystones. But yes, you had the experience of coming here yesterday evening, was it? Or?
Yesterday at lunchtime,
right.
Past 12.
Okay. And you're telling me now you can talk us through. Actually, you went.
I paid for the parking until 14:56.
Nice.
And I went in and had my lunch. And when I came out at a couple of minutes past 3, there was a clamp on the car. And the guy standing beside the clamp saying it was an expired ticket. So
and that, you're talking about how many minutes? Yeah.
He says you get 15 minutes grace and you're 2 minutes over the grace period.
Beautiful. So he was kind of prowling. And would this have been something that you felt there was any chance that he'd be talked out of? He was obviously... I just
thought it was ridiculous that they were targeting the patron, someone who was in, giving them business, and suddenly they're sticking a clamp on your car for 120 euros. It's a bit like 120 Greystones welcomes, isn't it?
Well, it is a new day because given the popularity of just about everywhere around Greystones, every available car park beyond park and ride has become, pay as you go kind of thing. So there is that sort of climate that we all have to sort of be aware now where we park. You have had a few dealings ever since. I know that the good people inside the beach house have tried to help, but really your issue is not with that. It's not about like.
I've been offered an €80 compensation voucher,
which is very generous for them to sort of out of their own pocket for the burns to say that.
But it's nothing got to do with the money.
Right.
It's the idea that a patron could come in, go pay the parking. It wasn't I hadn't paid the parking.
Yeah.
Go in and have the lunch, and because they're a couple of minutes late, they get a clamp.
It is that crux of and the law being the law that you'll always have that issue of a little bit of grace in regard to just well, I suppose you could call it like good decency, or and others would say, well, this is the way it works, this is the law, this is the way we got to do it. Now you did call, you said, a young guy from NCPS, and he was very helpful. This was yesterday, but it didn't necessarily lead to anything. They didn't call you back.
The guy who put the clamp on was standing at the car at the time because it was only 1 minute.
Right.
And he said, "You're over the time." I said, it's fine. I didn't argue with him because I had something else to do. I went off about my business. And
you've said to me now, you as far as you're concerned, you don't need the car right now, so you might leave it here. But of course, who knows what the long term is?
I'm going to pay it now. But at least everyone will know that if they come here, they run the risk of it. But as you can see, the car park's empty, and it's been empty here most of the day. So obviously they're not spreading the love here.
Well, it's a tough one because, as I said, I can understand in this day and age that there's a need. That they've had it down in the Burnaby for a long time, where just those who might just park and then go do the cliff walk and then come home, like Tuesday.
I've every sympathy for them keeping the car park clear.
Sure.
But why would you target one of your own clients? There's cameras all over the place here. They know I came for my lunch.
Sure.
I left out. I paid plenty of parking, 12:30 until 3 o'clock. And because I was 2 minutes late, it's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, hopefully now they'll kind of hear the call, because we've had a few issues. The great Davis brothers are having their own particular battles up outside their garage, and as much as I said I respect that it's needed, there is a certain sort of sense, we'll say, about it that can be aggressive, and it can be unnecessarily it just creates a very, very bad atmosphere in the town.
There just appears to be no common sense here. I wouldn't frequent the place ever again.
Rock and roll.